There we go. Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to Edge of Legend episode 17.
Yes.
Holy crap!
That's a few episodes.
Yeah. This whole first whatever chunk of the season's flown by so fast. Anyway, welcome to episode 17. Great to see all my lovely friends here and all my lovely friends in the chat. Let's get into it. Let's do an introduction and possibly a recap, and then anything else from there. Starting off, let's start the whole thing off with the one that we missed from last week. Sam, we didn't get to have you. Sam, who are you? Who are you playing? Pronouns.
What? Hi, I'm Sam. And I play Ichipokton Papa Queen, also known as La Pacifica Dorita. Oh, yeah, that's what we do here. And our pronouns are she, her, and this is Frog, if you don't know that already.
Frog is best mug. I love Frog. Well, next up, let's say hello to the queen of the recap. Sidney, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, my name is Sidney Rubino. My pronouns are she, her. I play alone, the half-elf cloistered cleric, and you made me blush. Meow. Awesome. I write them every week. Watch them, for God's sake.
But that being said, Randy, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Yeah. Hello. I'm Randy Alvarenga. I am playing Lothier Vanlinson, and our pronouns are he, him.
Nice. Big shout out to the chat. I'm seeing some gift subs out there. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Tori Novel, for the gift sub. Really appreciate it. Next up, Wes. Wes, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Guys, I'm Wes Johnson. I am playing Dragon Targier, and we are both he, him.
Nice. Well, I guess that just leaves little old me. My name is PJ Megaw. That's the end, PJ. Wow. Hi, I'm PJ. I'm the GM for Edge of Legend, Nat 20 Productions official here on Twitch. Where's my brain? I don't know. My pronouns are he, him, and I'll be playing everyone and everything in between. Now, normally, I would do the recap before going right into it, but I got a special request from the chat to have Wes do the recap. And I feel like since Wes... Well, we had a Wes and Lothier mess around, and I feel like that's the best person to tell us what happened. So, Wes, if you can, please describe for us what happened in the very first of what I hope is many Dragon Lothier mess around.
All right. So, last episode was kind of an entertaining one. After Dragon found out that Morel and Alona had kind of a romantic spark between them, he made it his absolute mission to see them get together. And after starting off the date, making sure that they both talked to each other and went to the local tavern to have a drink, Lothier came in to assist. There were many people that were trying to disturb this date, and both Lothier and Dragon made sure to turn them away or shut them up in order to continue the date. And then after the tavern, both Alona and Morel decided to have another horse race as part of their date. Now, the horse race, it was a horse versus camel race and was going quite well right up until Dragon decided to try and even the odds a little bit with telekinetic projectile and accidentally launched Morel 30 feet off of a speeding horse, injuring Morel in the process, which he wasn't trying to actually injure Morel. He was just trying to make it look like he was slightly injured so that Alona, the healer, would have to take him back to a very lavish hotel room that Lothier prepared and give him some healing. Yep. And that was pretty much the episode.
Well, then we got back to the hotel and it was slightly awkward because they were both like, what is all of this? And then like Alona was kind of like, this is awkward. We're not really feeling this right now. And so then both you and I, our characters were so distraught. We were like downstairs looking at the board all sad for a second. And then Morel gave a kiss to Alona on the forehead,
Yes.
which was a big moment.
And then we fought a giant
and then
plague rat.
we fought a plague rat. Oh, you're sick. That's right. Oh no.
Oh yeah, I gotta heal him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm so messed up, guys.
Hello, everyone. Hello, and thank you for being patient. Technical difficulties happen, but we're still here. We're gonna rock out with the dice out. And so last I know, you know what? They can't all be winners. Sometimes you just gotta improv and yes and. So I believe we were doing the recap, and I think everyone heard about the great mess around, the great awkward date. It was very, very awkward. And then I guess the last part of the recap is that they decided to take a bounty from the Hunt Mother Bounty Corporation Company, whatever you want to call it, guild. And they had to fight a giant demonic rat named Rat Trap. And yeah, it was a rough fight, but you know, that's what happens when you fight big, terrible, crazy monsters. The good thing is that y'all made like 10,000 gold off that. So y'all have to spread that around evenly. I don't know what that math is. I'm not here to do math.
Oh, that's fine.
It is numbers.
It is very much so.
That's
True.
a fact.
Very true.
I want to say it's like 2,500, maybe something like that, right?
It's a lot of
10,000.
gold.
Sounds like a number to me.
Oh wait, no, it's 5. Never mind. That's an even 2.
Yeah.
Everyone, someone should must know that she has 2,000 more gold to put into her pocket.
I'm sure she'll be very excited about that.
Yeah.
Wait. Morel was part of that fight too. Are we just leaving Morel out of this?
Out of character, yeah. Morel's like, I'm an NPC, mate. I don't get gold. That's not what I do.
Look, all right, just trying to be fair, but that's fine.
Absolutely. But that being said, so that was the recap, and now let's get into today's episode. So I had a little bit of a cough in my throat. So the night is gone, the morning has come back. You are in the 18th Sundown outpost town, having survived the night before. I need to have this day start with Dragon making a fortitude save.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh, that's right.
Please.
Can I use my
Okay.
no, never mind.
That's a 25.
25.
Good.
Perfect. After surviving the fight, you went to bed at a stage 1 disease that the rat gave you. Upon this day, your body has finally fought off the rest of the infection. You are no longer dying from a necrotic rat filth.
Praise the sun.
Yes. Now, that being said, it is a new day here in the 18th Sundown outpost town. I want to know, Sam, what has Ichi been doing during all of this messing around?
What is our environment? Are we in the forest still, or where are we exactly?
Well, that's a very good question. You are actually somewhere out in the Acadian desert, halfway between Or and the site that Minerva ascended, kind of equidistance. It's very desertous. There's some nice trees and pitches of grass and oasis, but aside from the beautiful verdant life, there's still a lot of desert sand and heat.
Ichi has been tanning this entire time. And if anyone has been like, hey, Ichi, she's like, I just need a break. It's been a long couple of days. I was covered in mud, lots of things. What happened with the rat? I'm busy. She's sipping a Mai Tai. Who knows how she made it or what she made it of? But she's been tanning and reading a book that she's been saving for a sunny day.
You know, that's nice. You're treating yourself. You're having some self-care. Love it. Yeah. So now it's the second day, starting the second day in the 18th Sundown outpost town. And I'm imagining you're waking up slightly a little, one too many Mai Tais deep, and the sun is cooking you nice and fresh. What do you do first thing in the morning, rocking up to town?
Birds singing, I get up. I look at Dragon. You look rough. You look kind of like you seen better day. How you feeling?
I'm could use a drink. Is where I'm at right now.
Oh, I have one more to go Mai Tai left. She goes in her bag, takes out like a jar. I don't know how or when she made these. Here you go. Homemade.
Thank you. And he's gonna just chug it.
It's really, really strong.
Oh, thank you. That makes me feel much better. And then you definitely notice that he's probably bandaged up and has I don't know if it probably had fully healed at that moment, but there was a chunk missing from his shoulder at one point from where the rat just.
You all had quite the mess around, didn't you?
Oh, no, we actually had a great day. Alona and Morel went on a date. So that was fun. Yeah, Lothia and I kind of worked together to set that one up, and then we fought a giant rat, an undead rat. So yeah, you missed out on an adventurous day.
You say date?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they told me each one of them individually told me that they liked each other, and so I made them go out.
You're a wonderful addition to this team.
Yeah, he's gonna like put his head back and like stand confidently, be like, "Thank you." Yeah, that's nice. Thank you.
All right. Let me go interrogate someone. And I'll go off to go find Alona.
Well, Alona is absolutely in the most wonderful, resplendent, handsome, romantic hotel tavern in the area with beautiful flowers everywhere. And she wakes up in this wonderful environment completely all alone.
Yep. Straight up alone. Straight up was like, good night, Morel. It was so great. What a wonderful day. Goodbye. Goes into the room.
Bye. And then he definitely goes like, I'm gonna go to my bunk. It's gonna be great. And it's kind of ended it there.
Yeah. Well, you can hear the birds singing outside. It's much like Ichi's wake up, except Alona's been up for a few hours at this point. Just furiously praying. Furiously praying. Because she knows how close they are to Or. And just you see her on looking out the window, surrounded by light. She's in like the light shining through the window, and she's like, for the love of all that is holy, what's going on? Just like asking Afra, like, I'm so confused. You send me out of the temple to find this person, and in the meantime, all I've done is save the world and gone on a few dates. What am I doing?
You could just hear Afra, like Afra's just like got like her like mimosa is going, not saying anything, just chuckles into her mimosa. Just
Such a dick. Damn it. Sick enjoyment out of this, don't you?
So I would say, I mean, I'm leaving this up to you two, but at some point, Ichi does really want to catch up with Alona. So what do you do?
I will have found out probably where you were staying.
Lothar would have told you if you had seen him. He would have, because I set up that room. I would be like, oh yeah, she's probably sleeping over there.
I'm gonna knock on the door and say, room service.
Ona opens the door, and you see this just gorgeous room, resplendent with vines and flowers. And is that possible for that flower to sparkle like that? And then you see Alona, haggard as fuck. her like braids are askew on her head. Her robes are wrinkled. She didn't take them off, and she looks at you like, "Oh, hi, Ichi."
Hi, it's me. I'm the service. What is all of this?
Oh, this was this was Lo. Isn't it so pretty? This was Lothier's work. He did such a good job.
Interior decorator.
Right? I know he could actually probably like start a few like really cute like cottages and just rent them out for people and have them stay there. Like I think that would be really good.
A franchise.
A franchise. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, I slept in here last night completely alone. Just me. Here. It was nice. It was a gift from Lothier. Super sweet. Nicest person ever.
All alone in this
Yep.
beautiful room. Askew. Yep. Do you want a Mai Tai?
No,
Okay.
I don't.
That's
I
fine.
did spend it alone.
It is like 8 a.m., so I get it. But okay, by yourself.
Yeah.
On purpose? By choice?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Anything you want to talk about?
You know, I may. What were you doing yesterday?
Tanning.
Yeah, you look really good.
Oh, thank you. It's just, the glow. Mm.
Yeah, I totally can tell. You're just very very good. Is there something you want to ask me?
No. Just came to say hi. That's it. Just, making sure you're good. She like sticks her head in the door a little bit and like does a full like 180 look around. Good. Yeah. Just making sure you're good.
Yeah, yeah, no, I did sleep alone in here last night, even though Lothier and Dragon really wanted me to not spend it alone. I thought it was probably best. We had a really long day yesterday, and I just thought I would take some time to myself and recharge from having to heal Dragon for the past few hours. Yep.
I see. Well, next time let me know. It could be a girls' night. Well, we can tan or not tan. And we can no boys allowed. We could talk about boys though, like that'd be really cool, right?
Do you want
Girls,
to?
yeah.
Do you want to talk about boys, Ichi?
Not right now.
No, not right now.
No, you look like you've had a good night, and that's all I wanted to see. That's all I wanted to know. Anyway, I gotta go. I've got a place to be. It's
No. Look at this room. This room is empty. This room is so empty. Look at this room.
It is beautiful. Did you go on a date?
Ah, God damn it. Yes.
Talia, give me the tea. I need the tea, Alona. I will die. I'm dehydrated. You have to give me the tea, or I will simply wither away. Do you understand what it's been like? Without drama on the road. Without Rufa's sassy attitude to give me life. How will I live?
I'm sorry, Ichi. I didn't realize how much you needed the essence of drama. Is this drama? It's not drama. What I attempted to flirt with Morel. It went really bad because I don't know how to, because who knows how to flirt when you're a hero? I don't know. Probably nobody. Except for Tobias. But even then he fucks it up. Not good at it. I mean, he might be a little bit. Anyway, we need to find him. And then Dragon tried to convince Morel to ask me on a date, which I found out later, which is interesting. Then we went on a date in a tavern, and then we decided to race again, And then I totally was going to beat him in the race. And then Dragon decided he wanted to make things extra spicy and wound Morel.
Oh,
Just wounded him. Probably not as bad. I assume it was he looked like he felt really bad. It was definitely an accident. But then they were like, oh, bring him back to this room. And I'm like, Ichi, what'd they expect me to do?
you had to heal him with your heart and your god powers. It's just like in my book, my novel that I'm reading.
Yeah?
They call it the cleric and the castaway.
Oh, Ichi.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh, okay. That
If you
sounds
want to
like fun.
borrow it when I'm done.
Oh, I will. I snuck into the forbidden section of the temple quite often. Anyway, well, there's restricted section with books that we're not supposed to read. Where do you think I got the rope book from? Anyway, so I just wanted to say that I enjoyed the date. It was fun until I came back here and I realized that there was a lot of pressure, and then I was like, I don't want this pressure. This is a lot of pressure. And then Morel and I wanted to make Lothier and Dragon feel better, so we
that is
went
not
down.
the sentence I thought you were about to say.
What?
Nothing. You wanted to make Lothier. Lothier. Anyway, continue. Yeah. No. Keep going. I'm sorry. I got distracted.
Well, do you want the real tea? The real tea?
I do.
The piping hot tea?
I want it.
He kissed me on the forehead.
Beautiful. Thank you. I am revitalized. I'm ready to go punch something. Okay, I needed that. Thank you so much for your service. What are we doing today?
To be honest, I was so fixated on what happened last night. I didn't really sleep. So I don't really know. Maybe we should meet up with everybody else and talk about it. We still need to find Tobias. And we're on our way to a place, kind of. So we should go.
So one more question.
Mm-hmm.
Do I play it cool? Do I pretend like I don't know?
Oh.
Or do I say or do I look at him and then look at you and then wink? Which one?
I
that
feel like,
or clueless?
I feel like the last one's worse.
Yeah.
So just, or you could just know and not do anything.
Sounds a little boring.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, you know what you could do? You could pull Morel aside and give him pointers.
I don't know if I'd be good at that.
You don't know? You've never been on any dates, Ichi?
What? What did you say?
You've never been on any dates?
What? Sorry. You started a sentence and then I just kind of blanked out.
You've never dated anyone, Ichi?
So okay, so I know what I'll do. I'm not gonna say anything, but I am gonna write fan fiction.
Oh no.
You don't have to read it. It can just be for me, or you could read it if you want.
So what you're saying is, in spite of the fact that you are worldly and confident and have a whole lot more life experience than me.
I write fan fiction, yeah.
Got it. And you've never dated anyone?
What?
Got it. Okay. Okay.
Suddenly,
right.
I having a really hard time hearing.
Listen, there's something weird in the air. I don't know what it is, but I'll definitely read that fan fiction. Of who was it gonna be about?
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go.
Oh,
no, we're gonna meet up with I don't know. Just
You know
okay,
what?
bye.
Okay, bye.
She's gonna go find the guy.
All right, so Ichi's gonna go find the guys. Is Alona gonna compose herself and then go join the search for the others?
Yeah.
So a bit staggered then. Well, then I guess this begs the question: Lothier, Dragon, what are you two doing in this wonderful morning?
I'm sleeping underneath a tree with my hat sort of over my head, just kind of, yeah, just having a nice little dream, you know.
Nice. So sleeping, probably get woken up soon. Dragon, what are you doing?
I would like to think that after Dragon has woken up and has had his morning drink, thanks to Ichi, he would like to go find Morel and try and apologize for launching him off of his horse.
Sure thing. Morel has just finished his morning preparations because the sun has risen and so must he. And with all that done, he's just kind of ambling about town looking for breakfast and a cup of coffee. So you can find him just in the middle of the road, going from little food station to food station.
Okay. Hey, Morel.
Yeah.
So I hope you had a good time yesterday. It was fun fighting the giant rat with you. I wanted to apologize about the whole ejecting you from your horse situation.
I forgot that was you.
Did you not know that already?
Honestly, the one moment I was on the horse, the next I was thrown 30 feet. I don't know.
That was my fault. I was trying to I was trying to help, and it worked the opposite a little bit. Realistically, I wanted you both to go to the hotel room and stay up all night talking, because that's, I find, where the true connections happen. In my past life, actually, that's how I met my wife. And
you had a wife. I did not know that.
In another life. So
Well,
yeah.
Wow, I have so many questions about your life, but I realize this is not the time or the place. But yeah, no. Well, I mean, if you can't tell from my stumbling around, I'm not really a man of words.
That's okay. But it seemed like you and Alona had fun.
I think so, yeah. We tend to like to race. I think it's like our second race that we've had. She's a spitfire. She's a little stubborn sometimes, but she has a great sense of adventure.
See that smile right there. That's important. That's good. That's a good thing. You talk about her, and the instant your mind sees her face, you smile. That's a good sign.
Yeah. I've been making that smile for a bit. But I don't try to be too big and showy with it. You know what I mean?
In my experience, you don't have to be. And but it doesn't have to be so awkward, because she clearly feels the same way. And he's just gonna put his hand on his shoulder and just be like, "Trust me, you'll be fine. I've met more awkward couples than the both of you, and they've worked it out."
Morel just kind of solemnly nods his head and he goes, "Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence, and I look forward to it."
Well, in the meantime, let me buy you breakfast.
He nods his head and follows you. Does anyone mind if I skip ahead so you're all together? Okay. Question: who's gonna wake up the druid?
Oh, shiza. I will. Me.
Okay.
I'll wake up Lothier. I'll go over to see him nestled so nicely under this tree. He's so cute. Oh no, I don't want to wake the baby. So Alona approaches very softly and she goes, "Hey."
What incarnation? Oh, Alona. Hi. Sorry about that. I was just taking a little nap. I know it's early, but I'm usually up by now, back on the farm, But I don't know. It was just such a nice day.
Yeah.
Am I late? Is everyone mad?
No, you're fine. Nobody's
Oh,
mad. Even if
right.
you woke up late.
Oh, whew. That's good. All right. So what's the plan? Oh, did you and Morel have a nice night talking and all of that?
I'm sorry to disappoint Lothier, but we spent the night separately.
Oh, eh, sometimes that's for the best when you really love someone. I mean, I don't know if it's love or not, but if it is, then that's mighty nice, and it's totally fine to take your time. That's what my mom always said.
Can I ask you a question, Lothier?
Yeah, go ahead.
Have you ever dated anybody?
Oh no, me, no, I'm good. I'm the kind of person that how can I say it? I'd rather help my friends be really happy. That's what gives me joy. And when you and Morel look at each other, I see that you both are really happy. And that's what matters. And for me, maybe one day I'll meet the right person. But until that day comes, I'm fine.
You're really something, you know that?
Oh, well, thank you. So are you.
Thanks. But I appreciate your help. Honestly, it's very sweet. And I like it. And whenever we find out whether or not whether or not Morel and I
Got it. All right.
feel that way. Oh no.
You did I say something funny?
No. I guess I don't know. I don't know what this is.
I see. It's all right. Sometimes it's best to say it when it's time and it's special. And when you two both feel ready, it'll happen, right? Until then, just continue riding the horses and doing the races. Just you might want to watch Dragon because he accidentally did that thing to Morel, and it was an accident. He felt really bad about it, but he's still trying to learn how to do it. So maybe next time, just the two of you, but should go on that date. What I will say, this is between you and me, all right? It seems like Morel's a little bit shy, right? Just a little bit.
Yeah.
And maybe you two can find a way for you to maybe bring up that subject. I think if you bring it up, it might be easier for him to talk about, right?
So you're saying I should be the one to make the move?
Maybe. And that doesn't have to happen anytime soon. Whenever you want to. This is all on you and him. Because at the end of the day, that's really what matters, is the two of you. Yep.
For someone who is so bright and sprightly, you have really deep wisdom in you, Lothier.
Well, thank you, Miss Alona. That's mighty nice to say. All right. And he's getting really awkward too.
Oh, let's go find the others and figure out what we're doing today.
Oh, great. All right. Thank you. And he touches the tree and says thank you to the tree before he walks away.
I love it.
For a split second, you do hear a voice, possibly the tree, hard to say, definitely responding, no problem. I'm glad I could give you some shade, mister. Have a good time.
He smiles and sort of walks away with like a little nice happy step.
Now, you're all back together. I guess the best place for everyone to sit down and talk and be in one large place would be in the tavern, this massive tavern inside this great central, almost circular like circus tent made of leather tarps with 3 different bars inside working all at once. Pick any big table you want. There's tons of them in the room, but sitting around and together, you can all now figure out kind of what the plan is or the next step. If you wish to deliberate and ask, you can. If you want to look for possible direction, rumors, anything else, you can do that too. What do you want to do?
You said map, yes?
I'm sorry, what?
You said there was a map, yeah. No?
I
No
don't
map?
remember I said the word map. No, my apologies.
Is there a map?
Is there a map?
Yes, is there a map?
Yeah, the priests that you came with in the hospitalier have a very crude map of the journey that they take for their pilgrimage and then back.
Okay. I'm gonna assume Alona took that from them just for the fact that they were navigating and that person was kind of sick and ill for a long time. So Alona's gonna pull out that map. She's gonna lay it out for everybody. And then she's going to ask, okay, so what do y'all think? We can ask around and see if there's anybody around here that has heard of Tobias or someone of his description come through town. We can just keep plodding along our path until we reach the next town and basically do the same thing. Or we can, no one here has, I love how I'm doing this now. God damn it. Out of character. Nobody has anything like clairvoyance, right? Or like oracle. No, that would be too convenient. Or we could just have a drink. I don't know.
Sure thing. I'll tell you what. How about everyone give me either a perception check or a society check. This way, you're kind of hanging out, having a drink, seeing if you can pick up any rumors or gossip.
That was bad.
Ooh, 28.
Sam, nice.
Have a nat 1.
32
Society.
Oof. Okay.
Oh,
on perception.
All right. So 32 perception and 28 for Sam. Was it perception or society?
Perception.
Perception. Excellent. Okay. So, Sam, you hear some of the people talking about this unusual guardian of the ascension site. There's been very unusual attacks that have been happening at night. You know, the rat trap for one, all the undead being stirred, and they said that there's been this unusual guardian that comes in the night and has been protecting the ascension site and has saved a lot of lives, but no one gets a really good look at them, and they're gone by sunup. That being said, Lothier, you hear this kind of unusual gossip from some priests from Or that are stopping here before kind of going to the ascension site for their own pilgrimage, about that unusual foreign warrior who's kind of taken refuge in one of the temples. They seem to be gone for long periods of time. They worry about his health, but every time he comes back to town, they make sure to feed him, give him room and board. And, you know, everyone is paranoid and worried, but everyone's being respectful.
Is there an indication of like where this foreigner stranger is coming from? Like, just like, are they saying any kind of indication of that?
They're definitely saying that like every day around dinner time, he eats a meal and then leaves out the front of the city and then doesn't come back in until relative morning. This is obviously relative because Or, as Alona may have told you, is in a perpetual state of night, always dark skies and stars. So for them, it's morning, but, you know, it'd be deceptive. Yeah, and then like relative morning, he shows up disheveled and a little tired, goes to bed, wakes up, eats a few meals, repeats this process.
Yeah, I would obviously share that with the group. I know we were originally talking about heading to the Ascension site, right? And there's someone there who's maybe going in and out, a foreigner. Does that sound like it could be your friend?
Possibly. I mean, Tobias doesn't look like he's from Ore. He very much looks like he's from the Platinum Hammer. So that's possible. I mean, if Tobias is searching for a purpose other than his divine purpose, I can see him trying to do the best that he could for people and doing this. But if we are going to follow that lead, if that's something that we want to do, I feel like our best bet would to head to the Ascension site, since we know it's getting attacked and we know that this person is going to be there religiously every night to protect it, and we promised these people we'd get them there. Then maybe we should beeline for that. What do you guys think?
Idea to me.
I do like that idea. But remember, we did have a bounty for a dragon.
Do
What?
you think you can fight a dragon?
I don't know. That's what I'd like to find out.
Oh,
A couple of dragons.
See, we've got experience already on our side.
I don't have any experience. That's not something I have.
The last time we fought a dragon, we lost somebody.
Oh,
But
We can bring an extra. We
Also-
can grab one of these random people. If we lose one of them, it's fine, right?
so practical.
I mean, I think they might have families that would miss them, but you know. And then I look over at Ichi and I go, but like, what happens if one of us die? Do you see us? Is that like a thing that happens?
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know yet, because the last guy who left this mortal plane ascended to like dragon godness, so we could still see him. Everyone could still see him. It wasn't a me thing.
So wait, back up. So
Yeah.
the one person that you lost to fighting a dragon became a dragon god?
Oh no, don't tell.
What is the downside here?
I think he was already kind of like, I don't know. Yeah.
He was predestined, chosen by the god of his land to save the land, and therefore as a reward for saving the land and as a sacrifice, he was then bound to the land and became a god to protect the land.
Oh, so it was like all already predetermined that he was going to die.
You know,
All I'm saying is that none of us are predetermined to die to a dragon, so we should be fine.
you get into some interesting philosophy here, and you know, in my most recent novel I've been reading, Clerics and Castaways, they do go into deep into theology, among other things. They go deep into, it's much more entertaining than probably reading a religious book. But
Mhm.
Honestly, I don't know what the point of all this information is for you to know.
I'm not quite sure on that either. But, and I'm going to pull out the bounty poster for the dragon. How much gold does it say on it?
It doesn't say. It actually kind of has like small print, like please confirm the hunt before, like with your guild before going on the hunt.
All right. Well, it's probably a lot of gold because we fought a rat and we got 10,000 gold. So a dragon is much bigger than a rat. So I imagine it's like proportionate, right? That's usually how it works.
So, excuse me, Dragon.
Yeah.
So we fought a rat
Mhm.
and we almost died.
No, well, you
Or-
didn't. I did.
Yeah. So,
That's fine. I've done it before. So, in
oh,
all
right.
odds, I'll just come back in another,
Maybe you'll be green this time.
exactly. Or maybe I'll just even be bluer.
there's no downside. Maybe Dragon is right.
We could all be blue.
I don't want to die though.
Yeah, no, I don't want any of you to die either.
But
You're
Dragon,
making a
are
lot
you?
of demands. Like, you have a lot of regulate requirements. Like, you want to fight a dragon, but you
Mhm.
don't want to die. And sometimes
Oh, I'm
those two
fine with
things
it.
aren't compatible.
I already did the dying thing once. I'm used to it at this point.
Okay. So you're saying you're blue,
Yes.
abadi abadai. Anyway, I had to do it. I had to.
What is that from?
I have no idea. It just came to me like a stroke of genius, or just a stroke.
It's an old hymn, very, very old. I'm surprised she even knows it. It fell out of fashion like 1,000 years ago.
Oh, all right.
I don't want us to die. I don't want to be a part of any blue man group. I don't think it would be a
You'd be
good
the blue
idea.
woman.
You're right.
Mhm.
That's a good point.
See,
I don't want to be blue. No offense. It
us
looks
blue people
great
are
on
very
you.
inclusive.
Look.
So Morel's going to say, all right, so just counterpoint here. We can go to the Ascension sites and hope that this Guardian is Tobias, or we can just go to Ur and wait for allegedly Tobias to show up. Are we going to go to the Ascension site?
Well, we did promise to help these people there, so we should keep our word.
Oh,
Just kind of hoping
yeah.
that we could take a small detour and fight a dragon. But,
Maybe the dragon will still be there afterwards.
Yeah, where could he hide? He's like huge, right?
well, there was a small part of me that was hoping that maybe we could make the dragon our pet, and instead of taking a caravan, we fly in a dragon to the holy site. It's fine. Just wanted to ride our dragon a little bit.
Wait,
Mhm.
has Dragon met our bats?
I don't think he has. I don't think he's met any of them.
You guys have bats?
We have magical bats. We do, yeah.
Magical
So,
bats.
oh, do I have a surprise for you? And then Ichi will, like, into the air, do a bat call.
So you summon your bats, Lothier, Dragon. You're in the middle of the Acadian desert between Acadia and Ur. It's a nice little sweet spot, like a pocket. Suddenly, in the middle of this desert oasis, two large shadowy figures start to descend upon you. Arms outstretched so far, these clawed capes seem to blot out the sun. And then in a matter of moments, you see what looks like this gigantic bleeding black red eyes in a just sniffing snout and large fangs and long shadowy sharp ears. And then you see massive sized bats with saddles on them. And the minute they land, they just start nuzzling into the respective players who summon them.
Tesla!
Why the fuck were we riding
Yeah,
camels?
we could. You're saying we could have flown the whole time?
Well, listen, sometimes they have to take magical breaks. They're magical bats.
Oh, they got like a
I can
magical
tell.
union.
Yeah, there's like a manual.
All right.
I'm gonna pull out some squirrel jerky and throw it to the bats.
I wanna try to slowly put my hand out and touch one of the bats.
Sure. Give me a nature check, Lothier, and I'll actually give both Lothier and Dragon give me nature checks to see how well they respond to strangers.
My
Yeah.
God.
It's probably gonna try to eat me. I got a 16.
Oh, it's
Okay.
really gonna try and eat me. I got a 4.
So Lothier, you reach out and you see it kind of like when a cat is getting petted by a stranger, goes like, "What? Excuse you? Who are you?" And it's just kind of recoiling away with a confused look. And you can hear this horrible growl, like a I don't know who you are. the one that you throw jerky to, it doesn't even respond. The jerky hits its head. It slowly turns to you. What's your AC?
23.
Hold on.
Okay. I have a
Okay.
feeling he's rolling damage.
Yeah, you take 9 slashing damage as it like takes a bite out of you.
Tesla! No!
Ah! That's fair.
funny.
That's fine. You know, it animals take a while to get used to. Ow.
Well, as you can see, this is why we didn't ride the bats. They're specifically attuned to us. To everyone else, they're just large, scary bats of Camazotz, and I'm sure Ichi can get you in on why that's a weird thing.
Can we have them carry the caravan while the rest of us sit in it?
They're not bats of burden.
They have saddles.
They're bats of like dressage. You know what I mean? Like you've seen a horse do a thing
Yeah,
at like
but
a
you can
festival.
put stuff on a horse. Like horses pull carts.
But there's the horses that braid their manes and prance about. And then there's the horses that pull carts.
Okay, all right. So I need to know, because of how you said this. Do you think horses braid their own hair?
Why is it important how a horse braids its hair?
It's important to me.
Well, there's many things I don't understand about the world. I've never pretended to know everything. Or maybe I have. But I'm an actor. No, I'm a luchador. But it's the same thing. I have to have confidence.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that being a luchador is fake wrestling?
No, who told you that? No.
You just said it was acting.
It's acting like a wrestler because that's what you are. It's not fake.
But it just as a wrestler, you're just a wrestler. You don't have to act as a wrestler because you're just a wrestler. Wait, I need to know. This is a big part of who I am. I need to know, is it fake or not?
Give me just one moment and I will answer your question.
Okay.
She's gonna scooch over to Alona and whisper in Alona's ear. Hey Alona, do you have anything like a memory spell? Memory rewrite? Wipe? Something?
No, Ichi, I don't have anything like that. I'm sorry.
It would be a bad idea to hit one of our party members on the back of the head with a bottle, right? I should not do that.
Well, I mean, this one wants to fight a dragon.
No. I got it. Thank you. I have a handle. She's gonna go back.
I had a feeling.
Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Change of subject. Where'd you get those shoes?
I stole them.
That makes so much sense. And then Ichi's gonna turn around and walk to her bat and get on it and take to the air and do circles until they're ready to go somewhere.
Oh my god. Yeah, listen. Okay, so we're not all gonna fit on the bats. And there's only the ones that are attuned to Ichi and I. So what's up, Lothier? You look like you have an idea.
Yeah, I do. And then he's going to start transforming into an animal.
Oh,
because I can transform into animals.
can you transform into a gigantic bat?
I can't transform into a gigantic bat. I can do a bear, a bull, I can turn into a shark. I forgot. Yeah, I would say probably the best for like going somewhere would be a bear or bull. Like we're gonna run after those bats, but like, yeah, I can't turn into a flying thing yet.
Wait. What? Well, what if we tried this? You know, in Lord of the Rings,
I love this.
when everyone gets all pissy because they're like, why didn't the eagles take them to Mordor? What if we had our bats pick up Dragon and Lothier
Sounds good.
and carry them to the site? We have the other two.
We do have
people.
the other two people.
God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is why no one likes escort missions in video games.
That
This
they
is
always
why the
make the
Eagles.
walk like the perfect, like completely inconvenient cycle. It's too fast for a walking character and it's too slow for a run. Why do you do that?
They each have 2 claws, so
One for each arm.
they're
just-
big bats. They could hold one of us, right?
I mean, I can turn into something small and ride whatever. I can yeah.
Yeah, you can. How small?
Insect,
Oh.
a lizard, or a rat, or a cat.
You can turn into a cat.
I could. I like a praying mantis because they have the little arms.
Yeah, buddy. You turn into that praying mantis. You live your best life.
All right.
Don't get blown
Wait,
away.
actually, wait, no. I'm at height in 4, I can finally turn into a bird. So let's level up.
Get to level
Yes.
7 for that bad boy.
Yep.
I love it. All right. Alona looks Dragon in the face. Dragon,
Mhm.
here are the options.
Okay.
We can't take the bats. I love the bats. Can't take the bats. We travel to the site. We escort these people there.
Okay.
We fight a dragon and possibly die and never finish our mission.
But then also possibly get a dragon for me to ride along with your bats.
It's probably big enough for 2.
Could be big enough for 8.
Can I roll a perception check to see the likelihood of us actually being able to train this dragon so that they can ride it around?
Yeah, you give me an Arcana check.
I can do that. I'm good at Arcana.
Can I also do an Arcana check?
Not 20. Tell me straight up.
Damn.
Can
All
we
right.
train this dragon?
So here's the thing about dragons. If
22.
you're not talking about any of the plethora of the divine dragons in this world, you're talking with the non-divine, the bestial dragons, and the bestial wyverns. Wyverns are bad news bears because they're largely developed from the 9 circles of hell, and they're kind of hard to maintain. The bestial dragons are also hard to maintain because they're super strong. They live for thousands of years, and because of that, it's hard to get into them. The short answer is no, unless you want to spend a couple 100 years training this dragon to be your pet.
Thinking more
Or
of a
you could make a
partner.
deal with an ancient bestial dragon, and that'll be hard because then it'll just kill you on sight because it could.
So
So it's a no.
yeah.
Yeah, a no on the dragon.
Dog.
It would have been
Listen.
really cool though.
We can take the camels. It's fine.
We can get the camel's little hats. Would that make you feel better?
Can they
You
be a
know
little
what would make
spinny
me feel better?
Huh.
If at
What?
some point I got a magical bat. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, maybe at some point we can go back to Osmocon and we can go back to the jungle.
That sounds so fun.
I
He
think
starts
that would-
dancing a little bit.
Yeah. But Dragon, if it makes you feel better, we'll get you a camel that has the twirly little thing on its head. And if you want, you can ride Morel.
No.
That's not my
I'm not
job.
strong enough to carry a full-grown man that long in the desert. I'll get tired really fast.
The camel's name is Morel.
Why do we name the bloody camel Morel? This is already getting confusing.
Because it's got good humps.
I don't have humps. My back has no humps to it. My back is not like that. I am a man. I have a beard. I'm on an animal like that.
I look at Alona. What do you think of his humps?
I think the fan answers that question.
Listen. We ride now.
Right now.
Seeing the seriousness of that, he turns around and walks right back to the caravan.
And Dragon will follow.
All right. So, you all are going to make a beeline to the Ascension site.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Everyone, give me a survival check. You all have a +1 because you have the map that will lead you there, but it is kind of a desert without a lot of monuments and things, so it's easy to get lost.
27.
Damn. Okay.
0 point.
1.
19.
Why is it worse? I rolled a 2.
Okay.
And then I rolled a 1.
Oh no.
Okay.
It came after the nat 20. I can't be too mad.
Getting the
You're
bad ones out.
you're a little frazzled after date night.
It was the hump statement.
Humps.
My lovely Acadian lumps. Check them out. I drive these clerics crazy. I do it on the daily. Don't clip that. Do
Oh,
not.
absolutely clip that.
Somebody get it!
I deserve this. I do. Sam, what was your survival?
It was 21.
21. Excellent. Okay, so you're able to travel without any problem, though. If at any point Alona is riding on a horse or a camel of her own, if she is riding Morel the camel, she's gonna need a rescue party. Because for sure, sometimes you're driving and you look out the window like, oh, that's interesting. You start to naturally swerve over. That's kind of what she's doing on her camel, and then starts just kind of going a little too far off the caravan. So I'm going to need everyone to make a survival check to get her back.
Oh, what am I doing? Why am I rolling for me? I'm not rolling for me.
It's
20.
18 for me.
23.
Okay. All right. So as Alona starts to veer off, you start seeing that the entire trajectory of her camel is just to make this big, hard, like bank right turn off in the middle of who knows what part of the desert. You immediately keep Morel in charge of the caravan. He puts it at a whoa, and everyone just breaks off to go get her. About this time, Alona, give me a perception check.
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. I wonder if it's a dragon.
I wish.
Nope. No,
Nope.
nothing. She
Nothing?
gets nothing. She gets even more lost because it's another one.
So yeah,
What?
sure enough, I love that critical fail sound effect. So sure enough, you're just on Morel the camel, and you're like, this sand is doing weird things. And your logic is, well, okay, let's just kind of move away from the sand a bit. And then you just get further and further lost. You eventually finally hear everyone behind you shouting your name. You all have been chasing after her for like a couple of minutes. It's very far off the caravan. But then all of you, your sense of, I guess, drama, panic increases, because as Alona would be turning to the sound of her friends yelling for her, you see something starts rising out of the shifting sands of the desert. Lothier, you see a very familiar scorpion tail made of rock and stone, and it just starts to kind of almost like a maraca, like like getting closer and closer.
All right. I'm gonna cast Wall of Water. wall of water.
All right. That's
I'm-
not a reflex save on my part, is it?
Raising my hands, it makes a 60-foot long, 10-foot high, 5-foot thick wall of water. Any non-magical fires go out. It basically bludgeoning or slashing projectiles can't hit through it. It's just like a giant thick wall of water to like stop whatever that is from attacking Alona.
All right. Cool.
He starts, you see him sort of get really big-eyed as he sees it, and he goes, oh, he's not gonna like that I'm here. And he just starts chanting as this wall of water sort of begins to come out of the sand right in front of where that tail is sort of starting to shake. And it just makes a puddle of mud underneath it, and then just this wall of water.
Alona, you hear this massive wall of water and mud just erect behind you, just like a geyser. And as it does, you see it split in half like a veil, as puncturing through it is this stone scorpion tail. It misses you by a mile, craters in the sand before it rattles back behind the wave. Then, with a rage, you hear, Mud Earther, Land Defiler, I gave you one chance, you should not have another. And breaking through the water, you see a stone elemental with claws and daggers and spikes all over. Everyone roll initiative to run away.
I know. I love how you were even like, not even for initiative, to run away. This is over your level. Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
18.
Oh. 18 as well.
Wow.
Wait, what's the check again? I'm sorry.
Perception.
Oh. 30, 20.
Okay. So
At the best, all of us.
So the stone elemental begins the chase. And you can see as you're running away on horseback, this thing is booking its sand up churning and just spitting out to the side like a speedboat, just piercing through the ocean. And as it's moving easy, 60 miles an hour, you see its hands sort of move back and the stones shift to make these massive claws. And he starts shooting stones in front of you. Your very first obstacle is a massive landmine of jagged rock. Going first, it will be Sidney.
Okay. All right. Well, as soon as Alona sees gigantic thing behind her, she hoofs it. And thankfully, she's had a lot of practice racing camels now, which is why she's in front of everybody. So I roll a d20 and add what? I'm sorry.
Right. So this is whatever skill you want to avoid this. If you want to make an acrobatics check to ride, if you want to make a, survival check, I mean, that's on you. You get to figure out how you're going to survive this obstacle.
Oh, love that. I'm going to do nature. I'll do a nature check. That is, what's my nature? That's 26.
Nice. Yeah. So you are able to easily control the camel's fear and trajectory through this minefield of sharp and jagged rocks. They're about the size of a human being. So without paying attention, he could have easily gotten severely injured. That is 1 success point. We need 3 to make it out of this round.
Yeah.
Next up, Sam, Randy, and Wes. You all got the same initiatives, and I'm just going to say y'all get to decide what you're going to do at the same time.
Taking out my maul and I'm smashing rocks.
Roll to hit.
Natural 20.
Natural. Oh! All right, that's my excited play.
That makes it a 32.
Damn.
32. Okay. So the good thing is that with that critical 20, you only need 3 successes to get through. A crit gives you 2 successes. You got all 3. If you want to sit back and coast, you just see Ichi just like playing croquet, polo with these rocks, just chips and shatters, crumbles and decimates, pops into a stony oblivion. Left, right, and center. The field is cleared of any stones around you.
I look over at Dragon and I go, you might not want to make her mad again.
But Dragon's just going to try and slow the scorpion down and use telekinetic projectile to pick up one of the larger shards of rock and just hurl it back at the elemental, just right at its face to try and obscure its vision for even a moment, just to get some distance.
Okay. You're using the cantrip to do this. Give me your choice of either an Arcana check or roll to hit with the spell attack.
I'll do Arcana. It's a 24.
24. Yeah, sure enough. You are able to pick up that stone, kind of twist it and redirect it, throw it at the creature. The stone hits him in the face, shakes it off, and he's a little woozy though. But yeah, he is not slowing his assault, but he's definitely kind of serpentining. Randy. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna try to get the camels attached to the caravan to move faster. So I imagine I'm the one driving right now.
Okay, give me your choice: acrobatics for driving or nature for handling the animals.
Let's do some nature because that is my thing. I start talking real nice but very hurriedly because it's very serious, and I would really like it if these animals would go a little bit faster because this thing is chasing us and right on our tail. And I got a 17 plus yes, that's a 17 plus 13, 30. Is that 30? Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a dirty crit for the DC on that. So that means everyone, you're going to be getting a +2 for the next 1 round of the escape.
Thanks. Thank you for this. This is nice.
You see, like he talks to the camels, and they're like, and they just like start like going really fast.
You were like, what?
I'm
You're
not
like,
doing
what?
it again. I'm gonna let PJ get that one. I've never heard a camel in my life. If you can
Camels
tell.
are weird. You think they sound like something? No, they just sound like an angry, dumb cow. There's like look it up. It's not impressive. It's well, they're just being them. They're being themselves.
I really appreciate though that you put in the research to make sure that your camel interpretation was authentic, PJ.
Look, if you're gonna do something, do it right. That's my motto.
I need to listen to it now too.
Yeah, I'd like to think that your research was just watching The Mummy again.
and the hit's been off the Scorpion King. The camels grunt a lot there too.
That is very true. I did actually enjoy that movie. It was ridiculous, but I enjoyed it.
It was kind of good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Randy?
This sounds like some weird. I don't think I can unhear camels. Okay, thank you.
Unhear camels. What did you do on stream last night? I listened to camel noises.
It's the new noise that's gonna make me go to bed. The dulcet tone of camel grunts.
Special
what you
charity stream of 4 hours of camel noises.
Performed by PJ.
By PJ.
I'll do it for charity. I don't know. You name the
ASMR?
charity.
That
ASMR?
costs extra, guys.
Yeah. If you want the ASMR version of camels. Anyway, that's more of a bear.
Yeah,
Anyway, or a Wookiee, you know what? Same difference. Round 2. Getting back to the murderous giant stone elemental trying to kill you, you start seeing the sand start to shake like it's on top of a woofer, and it's just reverberating. It's got that it's displacing and more violently until you realize he's forcing the sand to turn to quicksand. You need to give me a basic reflex save. The DC has been dropped to 19. So a basic reflex save of 19.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
27.
Nice.
30.
Damn.
24.
Sid?
Do I have to say it?
Yeah.
18.
Okay.
No.
So the good thing is this round needed 3 successes to get through. There was 2 successes and a critical success. So as Sidney, as your camel starts kind of getting lost in this churning sand, and you can start feeling it getting shorter and shorter, Sam, tell me how you're saving the camel in Sydney's life in this moment.
Are they getting stuck? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, they're starting to kind of get into that big quicksand event that the elemental is causing.
Oh no. So Ichi sees this, stops and spins around, and she's going to plant her her mace on the solid ground and just reach out, and with her rock hard rock dwarf abs she's like, take my hand and the camel's reins, pull.
So, Sydney, as your camel's starting to fade back into the sand, you get this extension from Ichi. You reach out, you make contact, and just like curling the helicopter, Ichi is able to pull in Sydney and her camel, preventing a very potential death. Now, it is now round 3.
Man, who needs She-Hulk and you have an Ichi?
Right. Like,
Just the smallest She-Hulk.
Very small.
Also, I'm seeing that there's this really awesome hype train starting. You guys, thank you so much for the hype train. And this is this for my camel noises? I mean, I'll
Yep.
do
Hype
it.
train!
Wow, the camel
my God, thank
noises
you so
really
much.
make bank, PJ.
Guess we're doing more camel
Ideas.
ASMR.
All right. Next meeting we have, we're pitching the Camel Noises show.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna get that to work, but we're
It's
gonna find a way.
The camel campaign. Everyone plays a camel.
It's funny you mentioned that because I've been thinking in my head about an episode called Pets of Legend for a long time, where everyone plays an animal.
Yes.
I love that.
Is it just gonna be what is that? Sam, you played that
oh,
take
right.
your
The hamster game.
hamsters.
Oh yeah. Disaster hamsters.
Disaster
Man.
hamsters.
It was so much fun.
Maybe I should probably look into that.
Please tell me, PJ, that you will continue to play Morel, but the camel.
Yeah, if Morel the human, like, if his NPC dies, Morel the majestic camel will just.
Oh my god.
I'm not having a romance plot with a camel.
Too late.
And this is how we get the level 4 hype train. Level 5.
We're already
hype
level
train.
5.
Yeah, level 5
Oh my
hype
God,
train.
thank you so much, everyone. Oh my
Talking
God.
about the most ridiculous stuff.
Oh geez, I'm gonna have to. I don't even know how to reward that with camel sounds, but I'm gonna friggin' try.
We just gotta PJ, you just gotta come over to my house one day and you just gotta make a bunch of noises and I'll film you and I'll upload it to something.
That'll be the way. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the big thank you camel record off.
God.
But that being said,
Here we go.
the stone elemental, because I gotta bring it back to that, pulls back his hand, fires another stream of rocks. This time it's kind of this volley of hail. Now, you see the sky just become shadowed by these massive stones that are about to fall upon you. You need to figure out how you're going to escape this. It is a DC 19. The bonus for the last roll has already been used. You can do a basic reflex save to dodge it, or you can do a skill check if that's better. But you have to tell me what you're doing. DC is 19.
Are we starting this in turn order?
Yeah, it's gonna start with Sydney, and then and then the three of you are gonna be like, "Let's go, team."
You need to stop rolling that dice.
Yeah, I think you need a new dice.
You know what's really sad is that this is the dice that Reap Psyche got me specifically so I wouldn't die from drowning. Because that's my thing, apparently, is that I have a problem when it comes to survival checks. I always roll really poorly, and this dice was supposed to help with that.
It's you said for drowning. You're not in danger of drowning right now.
There's no water here.
You're right.
You say that, and yet the last save you guys did was to stop her from drowning in sand.
That's okay. That's, you know what?
Well, you know
But
what?
we all rolled really well.
I got my gay dice.
All right.
That's what it's gonna save me next time. For now, I guess I'm dead from a wreck.
All right.
I would like to
So-
use, if possible, a fireball to destroy the rocks out of the air.
If you're okay burning that spell slot,
I am okay burning that spell slot.
then give me an Arcana check.
Pretty epic. Not gonna lie.
Okay. That is a 24.
Okay. As you describe for me what it's like when Dragon casts a spell. I don't think we got to see that too much.
Okay, so as Dragon is casting this spell, you see his eyes like turn to almost fire, and you see energy go from his chest through the tattoos on his arm and into his hand, where a fireball like manifests, and then you see it him like aim it up, and it shoots out into the sky at the rocks.
Nice. So when you shoot the fireball in the sky, you see this kind of like little red bead fire, and it just grows bigger and bigger and bigger. You can see the fire wisping off of it in sheets of flame until it hits the dead center of the sky, and then ignites in this giant conflagrating explosion, and the stones literally just scatter, if not get obliterated. No one has to make a save. You all succeeded. Round 3.
Sweet.
Wow.
That felt good.
Make a wish, honey.
So
Anyone know that SpongeBob reference?
as
Yes.
you're-
My
As you're
partner
going away.
definitely does.
Okay, good.
And after doing so, I think I would like to think that Dragon would turn and flip off the scorpion.
The giant stone elemental just goes, "How dare you? I will crush your bones." And he jumps. You just see the sand just as he bursts from the very sand that he's in, and he just starts crashing down his massive form upon you all. This is the last save. He's about to take a massive header into the sand at the speeds of up to like 80 miles an hour. Your choice. The DC is still 19. Basic reflex or a skill of your choice. This is the last one.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Also, we completed our level 5 hype train.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, everyone.
Thank you guys.
Y'all are amazing.
So much. That was so sweet. I gotta figure out how to make the camel noises later.
I want to do a spell, but it's more to obscure all of us. I want to
Okay.
use obscuring mist.
Give me a nature check to do that.
Yes. That is a 19 plus a 13.
Oh yeah.
What
Yeah, that's-
what is that? 32.
Yeah. So I'm going to roll something right now. And depending on what I roll, this could alter this entire round very drastically. I have to beat a flat DC check. I believe. Okay, I know the number. If I beat this check, then that means you will get a small bonus to your skill, but this will still continue on. If I don't beat that DC, that means no one has to roll a single thing, and you all get out of here scot-free. Because if I hit you, it's not going to be good. I beat it by 5 points. That means everyone gets a +2 as he is still plummeting down, but loses target for all of you. Now, you had a crit success out the gate. It only is going to take one success to get the group out of here. The next question is, Sydney, did we get you? Or did we skip you on accident?
Yes, it's okay.
Okay. Well, then, Sydney, it's your turn.
Um,
You might be able to potentially save the whole group.
well, in that case, I'm going to do a religion check.
Okay.
And I'm going to pray to Afra to GTFO us out of here. And so that is redonkulous because that's a 32. So you see Alona on the back of this camel really struggling, but she manages to hold like her weight centered on the camel, and she raises her hands in the prayer position for Afra and goes, I'm never going to find this person if I die right here. So get your face out of your coffee and help us.
Well, okay, fine, she says. As you close your eyes and pray, sometimes you close your eyes and run, to like, you just got to make it through there and hoping for the best. As you do this moment of just dissociating and hoping for the best, you hear this, what? And sand erupts out of the ground as a massive crater gets shoveled into the earth from the mass of this stone elemental. You turn behind you, and he's just coming up to you as he's sliding in the sand. And then eventually he comes to a dead stop as you are all running like crazy. And you're safe. As the sand element, or the stone elemental kind of comes back up and looks at you. Next time I see you, on sight, I will bury you. And with that, he breaks apart into separate stones. They bury into the earth, and you can see upchurned sand as he fades away into the desert. And you are back to your caravan, and there's Morel on the horse going, what the bloody hell's happened?
Remember that egg that I popped up out of?
Yeah.
It might have been from that guy.
What did you do to him?
I didn't do anything. I swear. He said I was trespassing on his thing and something about the circle of the mud, which is something I ain't never heard of. But
it's not your fault. It's not your fault, Lothier. It's literally not your fault at all. When he was addressing you, he called you a few things: mud earther, land defiler. I know you have a really I know that Brack has a really touchy relationship with the earth. I have a feeling that elemental that we just faced has a distaste for you because of where you come from, not who you are.
He did say something about me being the chosen one of the circle of mud.
Yep.
So
that tracks.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to the club. No, don't apologize. We're all...
No, we're sorry.
Yeah.
No.
None of this really makes any sense at all. Scorpions don't lay eggs.
And on that note, we're taking our 5-minute break. When we come back, the second half of episode 17, what happens when the heroes finally get to the site of Minerva's ascension. We'll be back in 5 minutes, everyone. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Hello, and thank you for that break. So I think what we're going to do is just go around and have everyone give a very solid Camel impression, and then I will bring it home together because y'all wanted the Camel ASMR. So here comes Camel ASMR, starting with, I'm gonna roll D4. See who goes first. Sydney, you're going first.
No. I was telling them I didn't get to practice
Use
in
your
the
hero
break.
point.
Use my hero point to go again. Okay, one sec.
Okay. That's amazing. I'm hearing the playback. That's amazing.
Good.
All
I had no
right.
idea what that was.
A gargling camel. That camel was brushing its teeth.
There's a lot of spit. It was
Yeah.
saving it up, and they do that. They save water in their humps. This was water coming up from their humps.
Absolutely. And next up in the D4, because I rolled Sidney like 3 times. Randy, time to hear your camel.
That's what the YouTube taught me.
That's what YouTube taught me.
Oh my god.
All right. Next up, we have Wes. Are you ready for your camel impression, Mr. Wes? All right. That's a very good. So that means the last of the group before I go is going to be Sam. Sam, let's hear that A+ camel impression.
Got it.
I love it. Okay, so I'm going to give you all 2 versions of this for level 5 hyper trade. First one is going to be my normal voice, and the second one will be the voice mod that I have equipped to this to see if that does better. So the first one.
That was a curious camel at the end.
Oh, you're very curious. I got a 10 out of 10.
Yes.
Oh God. Let's see.
Oh.
This.
The mod. Oh god, I want to know what this mod is so bad. Oh wow. Why?
See which
Why are we
one-
like this?
I don't
one is
know,
even
but I
playable for
love
use.
it.
Blaze the Hired Sword gave it a camel out of 10.
Ooh, nice.
That's pretty good.
Well, I'm trying to figure out.
Camel out of
there we
10. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there any way to explain this to the average viewer? No.
Didn't.
No.
No.
Don't,
just what
don't
happens.
address it. Don't
Okay,
address it.
so here is my voice mod, Camel.
Oh my god!
Who let the camel in here?
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
I'm a camel. I'm a
Okay.
camel.
PJ.
Life finds a way.
PJ,
So good.
I need you to do this one time for me. Use your Morel accent and talk into the camel mod.
Okay. Oh no. Okay. 1 second. All right. So
You guys are getting
here it
premium
goes.
content tonight.
Mm-hmm.
This show is free.
Fireball.
Everybody.
Fireball. All my spell slots go to Fireball.
Turn it off! Turn it off!
I'm
This
definitely,
episode- Cursed!
I'm definitely having nightmares tonight for sure.
Poor Joe.
Oh god. Oh,
I'm
crying.
loving the chat. Just like nope.
Oh
It was
my
like
God.
ITD for a very serious show, doing very serious things.
Someone came in the middle and was like, "What is going on here?"
How to explain to them?
Oh.
But
Y'all
they're
bought and
just
paid for
rolling with
Camel
it.
ASMR.
So
Yeah.
like the fact that they're rolling with it means you belong here.
Yeah. Good company. You're in good hands
Wow.
with Camel Allstate. I don't know. Oh my god. Okay. Turning off the voice mod entirely.
As you should.
so, so I just saw someone in the chat going, sick cameling sesh, my dude. Blaze, you're a legend. You get a hero point. Thank you for showing up.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Okay, so
Transition noises.
I swear to God, we're noble adventurers who have saved the world at least once. All right. So at this point, after having barely, you actually handled it pretty well. As the massive stone elemental scorpion tried to kill you, you got back to the caravan. You were all traveling at a relaxed pace. And then eventually, the orange ball of fire cresting the horizon dips below, just out of view. And as it does, the cool black veil of night starts to paint across the sky, and a bright full moon hangs above it, looking down upon you like a cycloptic observer. Stars just smatter the sky with this beautiful haze. I got like a fog made of cosmic power. And then eventually you come to it in the middle of the night. You see in this wide open space some 10, 15, 20,000 year old patch of land, the site where Minerva herself ascended to goddesshood. There are a series of small tents made up around the site, and from there you see a number of individuals scattering about. But the site itself, quite one to behold, as all of these tents encircle a crater, easily 500 feet, if not the entire size of a football field in diameter. This gigantic crater cut from the earth itself, and standing from the crater, 500, maybe 1,000 feet tall, almost defiant of 20,000 years of history, is what appears to be a shield. And on this shield is emblazoned the holy symbol, what would become the holy symbol of Minerva herself. This is the ascension site that many pilgrims go yearly to go see and pay homage to this, that a human being some 15,000 years ago could not only be worthy, but actually achieve ascension to goddesshood in the 7 glories of the Astrogenicon. And it reminds them not just of the power of the human spirit, and not just the presence of every god and all the pantheons in their life directly, but also the power of devotion, of promise, of dedication, the strength of womanhood, the strength and defiance that comes when you draw a line in the sand and you tell the greatest of evils no more. That great things can come from this, and that we should echo this for eternity. Cresting the hill and down to the site, you see a small, kind of thriving campground buzzing as people are preparing things for worship and prayer and songs of glory and love. You see all walks of life at this spot. You see a few hospitaliers from other trips from the order. You see a bunch of priests from all over the world. And then when you get closer, you see that there's actually written inscriptions on the shield, flanking it from top to bottom. And the more you look at the language, the more you realize this language is extremely unfamiliar and alien to all other languages that you have seen. You know, sometimes you go and you see a menu and it's got different writing in it, or like instruction manual. It's got like I don't know what this is, but I know I can recognize, I can pick this out. Not a single root connects in your brain to something you've seen before. And in this cold night air, you find yourself face to face 2 feet in the sand, staring straight at a monument that has lasted longer than some empires. Welcome in the midnight of the Akkadian desert to the ascension of Nineveh, the goddess of devotion, duty, honor, protection, sacrifice.
I would want to go over to where Titus is, who is the hospitalier we were bringing back here, and I'd want to make sure that he was there as we were coming up on that that monument. And I'd just say, well, Titus, looks like you made it.
Yeah. This is definitely one of my hardest sojourns. I've never lost a fellow hospitalier, let alone a priest, let alone so many before, but we made it. The job is done. The oath is fulfilled.
I'm glad we could be a part of helping that happen.
Thank you. I must take the priest and have them secure whatever it is they're going to do for the next couple of days. Thank you for everything. You have my honor, my respect. And if you ever need it, my devotion.
Just if you're ever in Brack, look me up.
They don't have any gods there, do they?
I don't know, do they? I'm just being honest.
No, it's quite all right. It's whatever anyone wants to worship, really.
So that's what I say. It's pretty much a free for all, like how it's kind of up to each individual.
Well, maybe I can find a priest who wants to go visit the lands of Brack. While I'm there, I'll pop in and say hello.
Looking forward to. I'll make a mud pie for you.
Is it made from actual mud?
Sometimes, but there's some with different ingredients.
All right, sure. I think it's the least I could do after you nursed me back to health, saved my life, and try anything once, I always say. Goodbye, everyone. He walks off with the priest, who begins setting up what they need for the next couple of days. But yeah, you stand at this ascension site. You can look into the crater and see that it goes deep into the earth, the massive shield statue, and priests from all over the world. Do you want to just wait here and wait for something to happen? Is there anything you wish to do before?
Is it possible to roll like a perception check to see if there's any place that looks like it's taken a mass amount of damage? Like a place where it possibly was attacked before, or places that people are avoiding because they know enemies will spawn there, things like that.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check. Also, if anyone has warfare lore, or I think war lore, whatever that is, you can roll that as well.
I don't. Would regional lore be better? Perception. 30.
30. Yeah, looking around, you can see that this is a very flat, wide open bit of land. So everyone's just kind of going anywhere they can without obviously being too dangerously close to the massive crater in the earth. As far as signs of damage, everyone has their own sign. Some tents have some claw marks in it. Some people have like items that are wrapped together because they were broken on the journey over. Some are nursing wounds from the undead attacks that are very rampant along this pilgrimage. So everyone does sport some sign of damage, but at this point, everyone feels safe and they're just here doing what they do.
Can I listen out for if people are talking about that foreigner who is guarding and stuff.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a perception check.
20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As you're looking around the campsite and just kind of keeping a casual ear out, you do eventually pick up a few voices saying something like, I wonder if he's going to be here this evening. Well, if we're lucky, he won't be, because quite frankly, every time he shows up, bad things come with him, and I'm sick of it. Oh, yeah, but at least he's there to stop the bad things. I mean, chick of the egg, mate. If he's bringing the bad things, even if he's solving it, it's a problem. And this kind of conversation just settles down a bit, but you definitely get the vibe that there's a chance.
Hey, Morel.
Yeah.
How bad would it be if I tried to climb that thing?
You mean the massive monument to the first human ascended goddess? You might be able to make the climb, but I think you'd be killed on sight.
Okay, I just wanted to check.
Why, you want to race?
I was thinking about it.
Yeah, me too, to be honest. I mean, it's a bad move. But it'd be a boss-ass story.
That shield's almost as big as yours.
Oh, now you're flattering, mate. No. I could never carry a shield that big.
Give it a few more push-ups.
One day. Done and done. As you're all having this conversation, the deep voice, the kind of blah 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 voice, starts to walk around, and you see this very, very large frame with a bit of an odd hunched neck, and then coming into play, you see this body kind of making a slow gait, very methodical, and then the voice continues. I'm sorry, I hate to be rude and interrupt, but I've been here for a few days. I believe this is the first time I've ever seen you here. As you turn and look, you see a very well-dressed man of faith and science wearing a very long robe and coat, and they definitely have two humps and the face of a camel. As a camel beastkin kind of struts on over to you. Hello there. My name is Josiah, and I have been the site leader. Going on now some 3 weeks. I'm very happy to see you here.
That's it. The name of the episode is the Camel episode, and no one can change my mind. You'll have to fight me on the YouTube. Hello, Josiah. It's very lovely to meet you. We are new. We just arrived. We were actually escorting some hospitaliers and one hospitalier and one priest to the site. And I suppose none of us have been here before. So is anything organized? Is there someone we should check in with?
I guess that would just be me. I'm so far the lead site organizer. If you wish to have your own prayer, feel free to. If you want to do any historical diving, we can set up a bridge and you can get to the main altar. But otherwise, right now we're just wishing for the best. We've had some really bad nights the past couple of nights.
We heard about that actually. When typically does this person who we've heard has been helping you so much typically arrive?
It's not really consistent. I would say usually late at night, like tonight. And usually there's some terrible kerfuffle. And then he appears. Well, we think it's a man. It could be a very broad woman. We don't know.
Okay. That's good to know. Well, I look at the rest of the party and ask them what they want to do with my eyes.
I would look at Josiah and I would ask if any druids have been through this camp.
Maybe. Druids aren't very common, but there are some that respect and adhere goddess of nature, and as such, they are inclined to more religious education here. Yeah, there's a few, probably.
Would you mind? I look over at the group, pointing me in their direction. I would love to talk with them if possible.
I believe they're at the south end of the shield. If you go behind it, you should be able to find them okay.
Thank you, Mr. Josiah. I turn back to the group. I would love to go and talk to them if maybe they can tell us a little bit about the area or about things that are going on, but I also have my own questions that I would love to ask them about.
I just have one question.
Yeah.
Josiah,
Yes.
do you also ride camels to get here?
But of course, they are the far superior creature to ride in the desert. They're the best ever.
I just wanted to check.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, I agree. Great, great creatures.
Yeah. Horses are fine, but it's folly. They're all speed and no endurance. If you have any questions, feel free to ask my partner, Camella.
Thank you.
Okay.
What? No.
Have we ever, like, is it camel folk? Are they common? Is this our first time ever seeing a camel folk or even hearing of one? I need to know.
And I also need to know.
Beastkin in general are extremely rare in this universe, but it's not impossible to run into a Beastkin folk anywhere in the world. Stumble upon someone, maybe they're a camel person. Hey, in Agrippa upon a bear, there was a dog and a cat person who lived together and were former investigators. So you never know.
Listen. This is Alona's first time seeing a camel person. And Lothar's first time? Yeah. Okay.
Definitely.
And Dragon's for Ichi?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's the first time seeing a camel person. Yeah, it is very confusing, but go ham. Where are we going? We're going somewhere.
Yeah. I'd love to talk to the druids, and if y'all would like to come, let's go.
Well, so far we don't have anything else to do, I guess, until trouble arises. So I'd love to accompany you, unless anyone else has anything else they'd like to do.
I want to climb the shield, but I don't think that's a good idea.
Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't climb the shield. I like you.
I also don't
Probably
want
wouldn't
you.
fall.
That's not why I'm worried.
I can turn myself invisible and climb the shield. Oh, I guess then what's the point? No one will see me do it.
Ichi,
Yeah.
can you?
I kind of want to see him do it, but that's okay. Another day, another thing to climb, another camel person.
Are there more camel? Is this like a normal thing for you guys? Like
I
seeing
mean-
camel people or like animal people in general?
You're a dead guy.
I love animals.
I'm not anymore.
Formerly.
I got better.
Formerly. Okay. There's a lot of weird.
I will say
mean,
I love nature, and I've never seen a camel person, so I don't know. Anything's possible. There's probably bad people, and there's probably shark people.
There's a Batman.
There is definitely a Batman. we must find this man and become friends.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I wonder if the Batman can fly us around.
I wonder if there's a
Since-
Robin man too. I bet you they're friends.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Natural friends, bats and robins.
Mhm.
What a menagerie.
Also, everyone in the chat, I've been seeing all these amazing puns you've been throwing in there. Terran Wanderer, I'm probably getting that name wrong. Tori Novel.
Oh my god, the last one. Oh my god.
Yeah.
They can't accuse of stop.
You're all getting hero points. You're amazing.
That's incredible.
I think it's from a village called Gotham. Okay, I was like, Gotham, that's so smart. So you feel the kind of gentle night breeze kind of gently relax your body and kind of assuage you as you move to the south end. It's a little chillier here, but it's still just as nice, just as empty sky, romantic beautifulness. And you're seeing a lot of like stone-shaped dwellings, probably made by magic at the location. You're seeing druids with like small magical fires, like cooking whatever rodents they found or hunted themselves in the area. You're seeing like wooden sticks with leather flaps and the holy symbol of Nadir painted all over it in different colors, hand sewn, magical sigiled. This is definitely the part where a druid will probably hang out. Gentle breeze just kind of lifting in the night.
Before we walk over, I turn to the group and I go, all right. So something I should probably tell you is, how much about druids do you know? Let's start there.
I know Woodward did not have a good relationship with most of them.
Yeah. You see, I don't know about your friend, but I do remember you saying they were a druid, right?
Yeah.
I said we. That's not right. Druids tend to work in circles. They gather together. It means like a group of druids who practice a certain amount of like connection to different aspects of nature, right? And usually it's a very, very close in group. Now, where I come from in Brack, there's not many druids, or at least there's people with magic and even some nature magic, but it doesn't really work on the land, you see. And as I was growing up, I found out I had these powers and I wanted to help Brack. But no druid circles would accept me. There's a certain amount of if this is the way the land is, then it's meant to be, and druids shouldn't be trying to meddle in that, is what I've been told. You may have seen me do I turned into the bear, remember that? And I did the thing with the mist, right? That's because I've been studying by myself for a long time. I'm not a part of any specific circle. And before I start asking questions of these druids, I want you to know that they might not take kindly to that. I don't know. I just wanted to let you know I get really nervous before I talk to other druids because it's the only way I can learn what I need to help, you know?
All right, Love here. We'll be right there to back you up.
Yeah. Do you need me to threaten them?
Oh, no, please, please.
Oh, okay.
No,
just let me know.
I think
Give me a signal.
will do.
Yeah,
but
if you talk like in a really nervous way, that can be the signal.
Oh,
yeah.
Well,
that's a great signal, actually.
Okay. Well, I will be as confident as I can be. Thank you.
That's perfect. Okay. I'm locking that in.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. We're right, Ichi. Right when he sounds nervous, we jump him.
Oh, terrifying.
Perfect
All right.
deal. We high five.
Okay. Let's go.
All right, you're making your way to all the different druid camps there. You see 4 distinguishing notes. One has, of course, the campfire, and it's magical and it's roaring, but you can feel the heat from here. And a lot of the druids that are surrounding this fire, you see, besides like burnt red robes, like red colored and burnt edges, their body is wrapped in gauze, and wraps. Wish I could give you better. Even part of their face is wrapped up. And they kind of look to you over their face wraps, and you can see just a little bit of burn scars all over their face. And they just they don't say anything, just kind of gently wave at you. You see another group with the stone hut. You see a few druids wearing very light leathers smeared in what looks like oil as their hands are plunged into the earth. And you see bulging veins moving in their arms as they react like they're having the most beautiful wine you've ever imagined. There's towards the one with the kind of leather camp with the stick and the drapery, you see some covered in animal hides and furs, and there's gnawing a bone like down to the marrow, cracking it, sucking it out. They're smelling you in the air, and they're kind of looking at you.
Hey.
And last but not least, there's one all alone sitting down the ground, and right where they're sitting, it looks like green moss just coming out from all around them. And they're just patiently just sitting, eyes closed, joyful smile, relaxing.
All right. All right. So I look at all these groups, and I'm intimidated. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm trying to pretend like I'm not. And I think there's 2 things going through Lothir's mind. One is, you said there was only, how many people were at the animalistic one?
You see like a good 7 to 12, but they're different. They're like broken up in packs, essentially.
And the person sitting in the plants was just one person?
Just one person.
That's where we're gonna go.
All right.
Yeah. So Lothir takes a big deep breath. All right. Excuse me, fine person. I'm sorry to interrupt your meditating. My name is Lothir, Lothir Van Lissen. I see. Well, I can't speak in sign, but respect it a lot. Yeah, of course. And I had a question. My friends and I are new here. You see, have you heard of anything about a scorpion in a stone, made of stone in these here parts? You have. You want me to sit down with you? All right. He sits and sort of closes his eyes as he sits down in the plants.
As you move to sit down, it's almost like the moss just grows to a larger area to more welcomely accommodate you. Now there's this massive field of grass and moss, little gentle mushrooms, and the individual starts to continue to sign. And as they do sign, you see the words pop up in lights in front of them. And he starts saying, "Hi, my name is," Red Bird is the closest kind of name that I can tell you. I was trained, I was taught. My teacher was a dwarf, basically a dwarf druid, and that was so many years ago. But I digress. Hi. again, nice to meet you. So the stone scorpion was here?
Yeah, not too far. Like on our way here, we ran into him. Actually, ran into him twice.
Scorpion, did he talk to you?
He did.
Was he bad?
Very angry.
And they kind of stop for a bit and they hold up their hands and you see this beautiful lily, the petals unfurl and this light slowly emits and you see this kind of image. And you see what looks like druids full on covered in fur and greenery and leather and hide and just smattered with mud all over their face and their clothes and their boots. And there's another druid circle there with heavy mantles of grass and moss and actual mushrooms kind of growing out of their shoulders. You see them walk up, give a friendly embrace of camaraderie, hands and, hugs and head greetings. And you see in front of them what looks like this glowing orange rock that hums and pulses like a heart. And then with great sorrow in their face, you see them crack it like an egg. They hold it up high and they start wringing it like a sponge for all of this to fall into the dead mudlands of Brack. And you see this green wispy energy, like green fire turning into the softest of glitters, coming off their bodies. They pump every bit of power they can into this ritual. And you can just see days going by. You can see these 9 druids just passing out one by one from exhaustion, lack of food, no sleep, water, none of that, just pumping all the power they can in this ritual. Days go by, all 9 fail. And they look at the land and they weep. And though you hear nothing, you can feel in your heart shame and lamentation. And with that, they kind of close the flower in their hands and they kind of look at you a little sorrowfully and sheepishly. Sorry.
Wow. Thank you for showing me that. I didn't know. How did you come upon that knowledge?
Those people standing with your people.
Yeah.
I'm the last one.
Wow. He would hold out his hands to really touch this other person in sort of the same way that they showed in the vision, the greeting between the 2 clans, because in some ways he feels they are the 2 sort of people of that past story. I would love to sit with you a while and learn anything I can learn. I'll be honest. I don't know much except what I've had to learn myself. You've already given me so much more than I could have ever asked. I'm trying to figure out how I can help my land, and I don't think I'll get that tonight, but anything that I can learn from you would be greatly appreciated.
I want to help you. I need to help you, but I don't know all of it. my memory's a little rusty. There's more information elsewhere in the world. My signing has gotten bad. I haven't talked in years.
Well, thank you.
What I know, I'll teach you.
I can't thank you enough.
It's okay. It's what we do. Just then the breeze, the wind that has been so gently caressing your hair and tickling your cheek now becomes abrupt, hits you in the chest like someone shoving you. You all feel this wind now become intense. You hear Josiah grunt and run in terror as he tells everyone to batten down their tents, get ready their hospital ears.
Oh, it's happening again.
The wind rushes with more vigor, more velocity, more ferocity. It becomes almost a storm of wind. No sand beats across your face. No sand tears with grain against your flesh or your home. No. The storm that wails and rips through has a voice to it. Not one voice, not 5. Thousands of wailing, crying screams. As the wind comes, you see the wind starts becoming more than just breeze, becomes a green, ephemeral fire tearing through like a firestorm. And as the fire does, bones break through the ground and skull heads tear through the night. You are now in the soul storm. Joe, that special song I sent you before we went live, could you please play that for me, please?
Told you new music meant bad things.
Welcome to the soul storm. The will of the lost dead, thousands, hundreds of thousands of years old, have now forgotten their rage. You are now being consumed by it. As this storm descends upon you, the ground that was shattering from the bones breaking through starts to come up more and more, and you see this large column of bone like a spine, and bones come to fill it piece by piece. It's being assembled by a greater architect until you find a giant skeleton, 10 feet tall, brandishing a weapon made of pure bone marrow like a sick glaive. 2 of these giants, made of bone, their skulls ignite in emerald fire as you can hear the souls within their own skulls scream in pain, and they roar with this sickening green. You are now fighting 2 skeletal giants in this soul storm. Here is how this will go. Roll initiative. Perception, if you please.
Oh.
There's also a laser light show.
Oh yeah.
Yes!
It's so freaking cool. It's like Fantasia right now.
EDM. That is a 26.
Sad 10 for Dragon.
Distracted by the lights.
It's
Yeah.
a 33 for
Whoa,
Lothier.
colors.
Nice.
Well, Randy's like, y'all has got some lore dropped on me. I will not go into that good night.
Mine is a 24.
Okay. There it is.
Triplets.
Okay. So, Going first, the Soul Storm. The haunt becomes powerful, violent, and angry. I need everyone to make a DC 24 will save.
Ooh.
That's not good.
That's not good for me either.
You said 24.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yup.
I critically fail. I got a 14.
I haven't used my hero point yet, right?
Actually, no. Yeah, I'm gonna use my hero point on that.
Yeah, I will too. I
sounds
rolled a
bad.
23.
Yes. By the way, for all the amazing roleplay and everything else, I forgot to say I was going to give everyone an extra hero point. You can just add that to your total now.
Good, because I'm gonna use that one too, because my reroll was a 4.
That's much better. That's a 26.
26. Okay, good.
I got
Success.
17, so I don't critically fail, at least.
Okay. So you got 17. So
22.
not critically failing, but you're failing. Okay. Okay. So the horrible storm begins to bombard your mind and your soul with its anger, its anguish, its wrath, its pain. The damage that this does is 23 mental damage as it literally moves through you. Now, if you succeeded, you take half of that damage and you're frightened 1. If you failed, you take all of that and you're frightened 2. And no one critically failed, right?
What was the DC?
DC was 24.
And what was the damage? Sorry.
That's okay. The damage was 24.
Thank you.
I'm still hurt from getting bit by a bat.
Shoot.
Oh. That was today.
Yes,
Oh,
it
That was
no.
today. Yeah.
That's no bueno.
Yeah.
And
So-
and fear 1 is you move away from the thing? No.
No, that's when you get to fleeing, which is an effect, I think, of usually frightened 3, but it depends. No, you're going to be taking a penalty to all checks and DCs by 1 point if you have fear 1. So everything's basically -1 except damage. And at the end of that round, it should go away.
You said people who failed, it's fear 1 as well?
If you fail, you are fear 2.
Oh, good.
Mm.
So that's a penalty of 2 to everything, and it's going to take 2 rounds for it to go away. So that being said, that's going to be the start of combat as these spirits are just parading through. You see everyone there trying to put up holy rites and duck for cover. It's not going well for them. The other threat that is very apparent are these massive giant skeletal warriors that are just attacking. The Hospitaliers are trying to protect people, but they're not trained for this. Next up out the gate is Randy. Randy,
Yeah.
you meet this horrible haunt that has come upon you. A haunt is kind of like a trap, except trap is of the soul. If you can find a way to purify or dismantle this haunt, you could survive it. But to make matters worse, on the other end of that giant battlefield, 2 giant skeletons are there to kill you. What do you do, Randy?
Yeah, because I've dealt with this situation many times in my life.
Relatable.
I would for one of my actions, can I do like a nature or religion, well, probably religion roll to see if there's anything that I would have heard or studied in the past that would have given me some idea of how I can even begin to survive this? Because yeah, it's scary. It's
Yeah.
scary.
Go right ahead, make a religion check. One action.
Yep.
Blah, blah, blah.
Religion 11. That's gonna be a 19.
Total?
Yep.
Okay. It's hard to say about ghosts, about spirits.
All right.
You know, you've heard about the plane of the dead, but this is it's more specific, more niche. But you know that if it is a haunt,
Mhm.
a ritual could at least put them to rest. And there's maybe 1 or 2 different rituals just as a hunch that you think may solve that.
Alright.
2 other actions. What are you gonna do?
Haunt on one side, 2 skeletons on the other, right?
Mhm.
So he sort of thinks back to that, and he's not quite sure that something in his mind isn't quite saying exactly what he needs to do, and so he goes, all right, I guess I'll try. How far away are the 2 skeletons?
They are starting to make their way over to you. They're about 35 feet away.
All right, we're going to hit them with some electric arc. All right, so nice. That's a 29 to hit.
Ooh. Hold on. I'm looking firmly fast.
It says basic reflex save, actually.
Oh, basic reflex save?
Yeah.
Cool.
Never mind.
No, that's all right. What's the DC to beat?
The DC to beat is my DC, my primal DC, 21.
Okay. They fail.
All right. Then time to roll some damage. Damage, if you will. All right. I like doing a southern accent. It's nice. 4, 7, 11 points of electric damage.
Cool.
So you see Lothier sort of sit on the grass, and he stands up. And as he starts moving his arm out towards one of the skeletons, you see lightning begin to like sort of crackle all up and down his arm as he just sort of unleashes that arc of electricity towards the skeleton, which, yeah, don't know how it's gonna work.
The lightning courses and it hits the bones. You can hear the crack and rattle of the bones on impact as it seems to almost move through them and bursts out from one of the ribs and hits the other one. They both seem to shake and rattle as they feel it, but they are not stopped by it. Next up, Sidney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to heal Dragon. Because
He's lower than half health.
yeah, that's really not good there, bud. I'm gonna do it heightened. So why did I do that? That was the wrong dice. Okay. So I assume, actually, how close is everybody to me? Are they within a 30-foot emanation?
No one's moved anywhere, so yeah, I'd say you're all approximately 30 feet from each other.
All right, cool. Well, I'm going to heal everyone 2d10. And that's the entirety of my turn. And that's a ooh. And a ooh. Plus 20. Everyone gets 20 points of damage back. There you go. Get it back.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Please don't die.
I'm very happy about it too.
Amazing. You just see from the earth Alona press her hand into it, kind of like she's pumping on a chest, and from her little vines go out to every person in the party, and a little passion flower will sprout from where your wound is.
So Dragon's got like 5 of them. It's just like
You're very purple right now. Very nice with the blue.
yeah.
Well, next up, Sam. What's each you gonna do?
What are these skeletons doing right now?
They are slowly Terminator walking their way through a field of electricity to get to you. They're about 30 feet away at this point.
Does that electricity look spicy?
Oh, it's gone at this point. Thank God.
Okay, good. What size class are these skeletons?
They are large.
Oh, so I can wrestle them.
You can wrestle them.
Okay.
Yes.
Ichi is gonna rage. You see the spirit energy surrounds her. Her eyes light up, white with light, and she just starts like slow-mo running. And she's going to basically like try to get to one of these skeletal legs and grab and swing up onto it and get like around its center part to bring it down into the ground.
Okay. Give me an athletics check to flip this to the ground.
I got no hero points left, so be good. Let's see how that turns out. That'll be a 25.
All right. Okay. So you rage, and in this moment, as you enter your rage, you have never seen it so clearly, but you literally see your uncle, your grandmother, and ancestors raging behind you as they are now more than ever present with all these spirits around. And as you go charging, you can almost kind of see that shadowy effect of as she runs, her ancestors run with her. And as you grapple this skeleton with your bare hands, you hear a horrendous thud as this easily 10, 12, 15 foot construct gets put right in the dirt by someone barely 5'2".
Crash into the ground.
They are pinned, and until they break out of your grasp, that one is just out of commission. Next up, we have the skeleton's turn. That one is going to try and break out of your grapple. Okay. What's your fortitude bonus, Sam?
It is 12 is the bonus.
Okay. So as you have this thing pinned down, you see it kind of dragging its hand in and resisting you, which it's not easy. In fact, you're hearing the creak and moan of bone just bending, and it gets to one knee. Still flat-footed. But it can now move with you. So it's gonna start dragging you along the ground up to Dragon.
All right.
Where it will lose all of its actions because Ichi was effectively difficult terrain.
Yes, rock
and
roar.
And it came right up to me.
It came right up to you. Now you're looking at a human skull that is about 10 feet around with eyes big enough for you to jump through like a hoop. But the eyes have this sickly green flame coming out of them, illuminating the empty nose and teeth of this as it just looks to you, possessed. The second one, who is not suffering from this, runs up and then just swings down on Ichi. Ichi, what's your AC?
It is 18 right now
18.
because I'm raging.
They missed badly.
Oh, thank God.
I just roll across the bones to the other side of the bones.
Absolutely. And that's good too, because with that charge, it would have hit a little harder than normal. So the skeleton's turn are done. Wes, end of the round. What are you gonna do?
All right. So Ichi has the skeleton down on one knee and it's flat-footed, right?
Yep.
I get a bonus for that? While attacking?
So when you attack a flat-footed person,
yeah,
their AC is now at a 2 less than what it was
perfect.
before.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so Dragon is going to run up, like try and jump off of the leg and stab this thing in the head with Spell Strike.
All right, give me athletics check. This will give you a bonus to hit.
Okay.
And we'll go from there. Give me the athletics check first.
16.
Okay. So you're not getting above the creature, you're getting right at its eye level. So
Okay.
I'm going to give you a +1 on this spell strike.
Okay, great. All right. I'm using a hero point. Nope.
Yeah.
No, thank you, sir. No nat ones for me right now.
No, not on the spell strike.
21.
21. Okay. That hits.
Okay.
Not a dirty crit, but it is a hit.
Okay, that's fine. I will take it. So I'm casting Sudden Bolt into my spell strike.
Okay.
And my weapon also has that holy talisman on it still.
The holy rune, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're using it two-handed, right?
Yes.
All
Yeah,
right.
he always uses it two-handed. So if he gets right to eye level, he's literally jumping up and then he's gonna swing across its face like that with the spell strike. Okay, so it hits. So gotta roll damage. No freaking way. That's awesome. Okay, so just my sword hits is 20 damage.
Okay.
And then for the holy damage, it's 5. And then I go into the spell.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Okay. Where are my d12s?
Yeah.
Magus, when it absolutely positively has got to be freaking dead right now.
Yeah. That's true.
And that's another 20 points of damage from Sudden Bolt.
Is that with your strength bonus added as well?
Yeah. So I rolled, my sword does 2d8 and then I plus 4. So that, and I rolled 2 8s, so 20.
Oh, that's the funny thing. If you're using two-handed, that becomes D12s, my dude.
Oh, crap. Okay. Well, I mean, maybe I'll keep it, but, if it's okay, I'm gonna keep the d8s. Oh, I rolled so bad. Because it would only be 6 damage with the sword then, because I rolled 2 1s on the d12s.
Ooh,
So if that's the case, you pick which I'm keeping, but
Sure.
so it's
you
20 20 plus 5 with the spell and the holy, and then the sword damage.
Okay. So, total of 45 damage. As you run, you find this skeleton down on its knee that Ichi is basically putting into an arm lock. You run up its kind of exposed shin bone, jump off the knee, and as you start raising your sword high, you see a lightning bolt kind of enter your blade, and you swing right at eye level. As the blade passes by, there's that split second, and then a bolt of lightning shoots out of the skeleton's head as it cleanly is hewn in two diagonally across the face, and the giant skeleton dies. You put that one at -6 from that strike.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And with that,
Damn.
the second round.
Dragon feels really cool about that.
Yeah.
I feel really cool about that.
Yeah, man.
Giant skeleton warrior. Everyone give me a will save as the storm just gets more and more intense and you hear the screaming now of these spirits.
Nat 20.
Nice.
That was a 27.
27. Okay, you're gonna be taking half and you'll be a frightened 1.
16.
That is not a critical fail, but you will take the full damage and be a frightened 2.
23 again? Or 24 again?
24 again, yeah.
26.
26. Success will take half and be a frightened 1. The number of damage is 15 mental damage. So if you succeeded, you take half of 15. If you didn't, you take 15. If you succeeded, you're at frightened 1. 1 to everything but damage. If you failed, you're at a 2.
What if we were already at a 2?
I believe it stacks to a 4.
Okay.
No, you had 1 turn, so it would have gone down to 1 plus
Okay,
2
so
makes
it's
it
up
3.
to 3. Okay.
That being said, beginning of round 2, the haunt is still upon you. The soul storm is trying to tear you apart, mind, body, and soul. Randy,
Yeah.
turn.
All right. It looks like they're handling the giant skeletons over there. So I'm going to look to Redbird, right? I believe was their name, and go. You wouldn't. I think there might be a ritual that we can do to try to calm this spirit. You wouldn't happen to be able to help me with it? And I would want to like try to put my entire turn into trying to choose which try to start this ritual to calm the spirit down.
Okay. Give me a religion check first.
Yep. Nice. 28.
28. You start to realize that this is a storm of souls about spirits that have not been put to rest. Their will against death is very strong, and it must be placated. The sounds that they're screaming either have to be drowned out or their emotions must be tempered. And the ritual to do so be one of two kinds. A performance ritual to silence and overpower their screams of pain, or a religious ritual to put them back to sleep and rest in Hamas's bed yard.
All right. I'm gonna ask Alona to help. I see Alona has just finished healing from there, and I go, I think we might be able to put this spirit to rest. It may help calm all of this. There's a ritual to calm, to try to placate this spirits. Their will to live is why they're fighting so hard and attacking everyone. If we could put them to rest, I think we can end this.
Alona shouts through the screams. Okay, I'll follow your lead.
All right. And he's gonna begin to do this ritual. I want to try to placate them rather than outshine them, because I'm not gonna do that performance well.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Plus, you're giving them rest. It's really nice of you.
Yeah, right. It's kind of a dick move to be like, oh, we get it. You're in pain. I'm in pain too. Immortal spirits of anger. Meh. Give
doesn't
me
get grumpy without a nap.
exactly. Look, sometimes you just gotta sleep it off. Give me a religion check.
Yep.
The ritual.
That's gonna be a 19 plus 11. That's 29, and then a 30. It's a 30.
All right, 30. I want you to start beseeching these spirits as that you see the storm starts to dwindle and fade.
All right. Lothier takes a breath, calms himself, and all of the nervousness begins to sort of go away as he begins to say, spirits, I can't imagine the pain you've suffered all your lives. But causing more hurt is not the way to find that peace. You'll only be angry as I am about all the hurt and the pain that the people of Brack have suffered. It won't solve anything. Rather, find it in yourself to give in to the peace of death, not the pain, not the anger, but to take a moment to accept that there is something far more patient and loving and kind in the afterlife than what all of this pain and suffering you're going through right now is giving you. Listen to me as I call just all of you to just take a moment and try to give in to that peace.
The spirits begin to settle. Some are still tearing through, hurting individuals. However, around you, you see the winds slowly fade. One more good ritual attempt should purge this wrath. It is now Sydney's turn. Sydney, got a lot of options. What are you gonna do?
Well, I said I would help Lothier with the ritual. And I look to Lothier, and in the storm with the wind whipping around us, I walk closer to him. And I start basically echoing what he's saying. I don't use my own words, I amplify his. So whatever he says, I make louder.
Okay. Give me a religion check with a +2.
Yay. Okay. Oh, that's a 31.
Okay.
We are
So as
some
this
religious
happens-
mofos here.
The power of, I don't know, prayer? But
Our
okay, so
compassion compelled you.
let compassion compel you. Speaking of which, Sydney, I want you to tell me the tale of how you put this haunt to rest. Not the giant skeleton, but the haunt itself.
I take Lothier by the hand if I'm allowed. And as the wind gets harsher and harsher and harsher, and Lothier is pleading with the spirits that surround it, Ilona looks at Lothier. And she takes a knee, and she squeezes his hand tightly, and she puts one hand on the ground, and you see energy traveling from Lothier in the form of light, traveling through Ilona's arms, through her heart, and into the ground. And every thing that the light touches that emanates from her echoes into the skeletons. So the skeletons are illuminated in light, and they reverberate with the sound of Lothier's voice.
And as you can hear the combined voices of Lothier and Ilona echo in the storm, it becomes loud, this voice of presence almost commanding the storm to stop. And the green, ephemeral figures slowly, almost mournfully, return to the earth, except that one giant skeleton, whose fire in his eyes rage even harder. The haunt is done, but there is one last stubborn warrior of the dead. Bam. It's your turn.
All right. It's that skelly boy, isn't it?
It's that big old skelly boy, that's right.
All right, Ichi smash.
You just smash.
That is a 28.
28. That is a dirty crit.
Huh. All right, let's get out these D12s.
Time for all the damage.
Okay. And then, do they get the retribution bonus right now?
I don't know if they've hit you yet.
So no, yeah.
No, yeah.
Except for with like their psychic business.
That was the ghosts, unfortunately. The
I
haunts
see.
did that, yeah.
Okay, so that's 15.
15 damage?
Yeah.
Is that before you doubled or with the double?
Oh, I did not double. So that, yes, double that.
Got it. You swing with all of your might and rage, and as your axe hammer collides through, you can hear the ripple effect as the spirits are also laying into this one. That was one action. It's still alive. It's still standing. You have 2 actions left. What are you gonna do?
Smashing.
All right, -5.
Let's see. I need my calculator this time. 30 minus 5.
30 minus 25. That's almost a dirty crit again. Damn. Okay.
But
Go ahead and
not.
roll damage. Why not?
Yeah, okay. $21.
I have one more action left. You want to smash again?
Yeah, we'll do that -10, right?
So you never know. You might get a die crit.
You never know. I'm looking at. No. That's 8 plus 12.
It's a 20.
20.
That still hits.
Wait, but it's -10.
Oh, was it 20 before the -10?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's a 10 and that misses.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, god damn.
Almost.
Okay. So, Ichi, you need to tell me the tale of how you kill the final standing giant skeleton.
Oh, you dead?
Ye dead.
Oh, wow. Even with the not getting the last hit?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh. Oh, that was just for extra fun.
That was just,
That was
extra,
just
extra crunch.
Extra crunch.
Yeah. So, basically, Ichi has her luchador mask pulled down, and it's like the top half of a skull, and she has her maul that has the skull on it, and I think that she smacks this guy in the kneecaps first, and he falls to the ground, and she runs up the back of his legs like he's a hill, a mountain, and runs up his back and then smashes his skull in with her skull maul.
Nice.
Oh my god.
So as that maul cracks the skull in the back of the head and sends the jawbone cratering into the sand, and the bone splinters in every which direction, you feel a hand suddenly grab you by your shoulder, Ichi. A very strong, familiar hand grabs you by your shoulder and just kind of rests it on you.
Who is it?
You turn to see a hooded figure wearing a repurposed tent as a hood and a cape. It's tattered, it's gray, it's very muslin. You see a face cover. You see armor poking through, beat, gouged, furrowed. And then as a hand comes up and pulls it down, you see a scruffy blonde beard and steel blue eyes. It's been a long time since I've seen you, eh? I guess you could say you really know how to smash those bones.
I guess. She says exasperatedly.
And with that, with a wink and a smile, the mask gets pulled back up. The figure begins to turn and run away. And that is where we're going to end episode 17 of Edge of Legend. Edge of Legend.
Legend. Camel noises.
Well, maybe get the voice mod. I will take that unholy thing back.
Oh,
I'll
gosh.
do it. No?
I'm okay. I'm good.
No.
No? Okay. Okay.
No more.
Sorry, I don't have any more spell spots for Fireball. No, wait, I have one more. Fireball.
I've been fireballed. Anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in for episode 17. This was awesome. So much fun. Super crazy. Let's say our good nights. Good nights. Good nights is the word I'm looking for.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, my lady. Let's start with Sam. It's great to see you again. Sam, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Well, hello, I'm Sam. That was wild. Thank you for all the camel noises and the great camel puns in chat. You guys are great. Yes, you can find me all over the internet at Hey Sam Sterling. TikTok. Yeah, that one. Twitter, all the T's. And yeah, so great show tonight and can't wait to hang out with you next week.
Yeah. Next up, the one who laser sorted a giant skeleton warrior's head in half in twine. Wes, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Sweet, thank you. Hi guys, I'm Wes. I at Wes_IRL on all of the things. If you like some tabletop adventures, I also run the Yeet for Initiative on Fridays. We won't be there this week, unfortunately, because our friend Odd is not available. But we'll be back the week after, and this is always a blast. And I had fun cutting skeletons and making jokes with everybody.
Sir, this was such a fun night. Thank you all so much. Next up, please, Randy. Tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. I'm Randy Alvarenga. You can follow me on Twitter at Roller Raja. That's ROLLERRAJA. Come on, hang out and find out all the cool stuff that I'm doing over there. And I don't have it on everything because someone stole that name on something else. But on Instagram, you can follow me at Raja012. So that's RAJA012. Thanks.
Nice. Well, go ahead, Sidney. Bring us home. Tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello. My name is Sidney Rubino. You can find me all over the internet at Sidney Rubino. That is Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. When I'm not here on Wednesday nights, I have a new stream coming up on Saturdays. Our first episode is this Saturday, 3 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. EST if you're on the East Coast. It is a campaign of a new TTRPG called Necrobiotic. We will be streaming with the creator, and it will be on Weave the Tale on Twitch. So if you're not following them already, please go follow them. I am super stoked. This has been in the works for a very long time, and I'm very excited to share this brand new TTRPG system with you all. It's gonna be really cool. So check it out. Yay.
Well, that just leaves little old me. When I'm not busy being a camel, my name is PJ. You can find me all over the internet at pj.megaw, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Come find me, confirm me, let's have fun. Some variation.
Only camels.
Only camels, only humps? No. Well, maybe.
It probably exists. This is the internet.
Yeah, it probably does, come to think of it. Well, anyway, so you can find me, confirm me, let's have fun. When I'm not here with these absolute legends, 8 to 11 p.m. Wednesdays, you can find us Mondays, same Nat time, same Nat channel, 8 to 11, for Wayward Arcadium. And we only have like 4 episodes left of season 1. Next is episode 17, and we just have the crazy reveal about the demon possessions and the one horrible school teacher who's really this other person disguised. And we're not even done yet. So come tune in Mondays to see how that's gonna go. And also there's a link that's going out there for like a Q&A form. So if you have any questions about Wayward Arcadium, find the link, should be in our Discord, and send us your questions for the Q&A on episode 20. That being said, last announcement is, I believe the last weekend in June, I think June 26th, I believe that's a Sunday, we're going to be having our one-shot, the sort of unofficial origin story for the Bun Boys. If you love the Bun Boys in Edge of Legend, then you're going to love the one-shot where we find out how they got, their whole Bun Boy shop thing kind of oriented and started. This will be done for charity, and it should be going between 1 to 6 p.m. PST. More details on that as we get them. And till then, thank you all. Thank you so much for this. All of my players and you in the chat. This has been great. We're going to be rating some place called Ardent Roleplay. I believe they're playing 5e, and they're doing, I think, a charity game or something.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love Ardent Roleplay. They're awesome.
Oh, yay! Good. That's good.
So
Camel noises.
Camel noises. Is that going to be our raid cry? Camel noises?
Camel noises.
How
I think
about
that's the only way to go.
muffled camel noises?
Muffled camel noises.
Amazing.
Perfect. I think they're gonna love this little bit of chaos. So remember, muffled camel noises. We're gonna be rating in 3, 2, 1.